one more video before I go into wherever land forever again. Um, let's do a walk through the woods. And we're going to talk about DMT. Now, I've only done DMT twice. And both times have been profound in different ways. So I'll talk about the second time, then the first time. So the second time, I was in Oregon and I was making dinner at a buddy's house that we grew pot with and all that shit. And I was like in the kitchen making dinner. I was making dinner for breakfast, or breakfast for dinner. So omelets, bacon, and steak. The door opens and homie comes through the door and he's like, yo, I got some Deems. And I'm like, holy shit, here we go again. Because I hadn't done DMT in almost 10 years. You know what I mean? And so, there goes Olivia. She loves being in the woods. And this is a good deep patch. Like, this is where, owls hoot at night, deer run wild during the day. Good woods. But anyways, so my buddy does some first, and I'm still in the kitchen. And then they bring it into the kitchen, and they're like, hey. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I got to sit down. Because I've done it once, and once is enough to know that you need to be sitting down. You cannot be standing up for this experience. And so I sit down, and I smoke the shit. So far, so good. And I feel my eyes kind of like rolling back in my head and going up like that, and in the couch, and fucking I wake up in like one of those tents. It's not like a tent that zips shut and shit. It's like a tent that you would put over like some tables if you were vending something. And everybody that I knew, all my friends, all my family, even people that I just met in passing for like 3 seconds, left either a present or poison at my feet. And what I had to say about that is that, and this was in 2019, so this is something that still reels in my brain, is that the people that left poison, nothing to do with this experience, just systematically ended up no longer being a part of my life. The people that left presents are still a part of my life. So that's what I was saying. I feel like Deems is like actual fairy dust. Like it's actually something that, I mean, divine moments of truth. Like it's real. Olivia, get out of that. See, there's an 18-wheeler tire over there. Sometimes I wonder how these things end up in the woods. Like, how the fuck did that end up in the woods? I guess somebody broke down here, changed the tire, and just rolled it back here. Anyways, I gotta piss. So I'm gonna piss during this. Excuse me. But then it got me thinking about the first time that I did DMT, which was, I don't want to say one was more profound than the other. That one was really profound, like in a literal sense, like in a sense of like, this was on Earth. This was like an Earth trip, you know. The first time I did it, though, was profound in the sense that I actually left this planet and this plane of existence, and it was crazy. Like, I was in North Carolina, where I am now, but in Western North Carolina, and I did the shit, and my head slumped down, and I felt a pull on my shoulder, you know? And I looked up, and there was this lady with 3 heads and 8 arms, and one of them was the arm that was like pulling me up. And I looked up, and have you ever seen Star Wars? Like when Han Solo goes, Chewie, punch it into hyperspeed or whatever, and the stars are like, that's what happened. And we ended up at an upside down mountain waterfall. So the mountain part was at the bottom, and the waterfall was going up to a little plate that was a hot spring. And I was up there with like all these deities. There was like Gandhi, Buddha, Jesus, God, Krishna, like everybody was in that hot spring. And we were drinking red wine and laughing and talking, and then all of a sudden an arm came up through the center of the fucking hot spring and grabbed me again and pulled me down through the water, and I thought I was going to drown, but then the whole procedure moved in reverse. And I shot back into my body, and I looked around, and everybody, I was like freaked out. I was like, ugh. And everybody was like huddled around me, like, and they just, everybody just hugged me, and they handed me a bowl, and I was like, no, 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 no. I don't want to go back up there. I don't want to go back up there. They were like, dude, it's just weed. And I was like, oh, dude, thank you. And yeah, I don't know why I thought about it. I think it's this shirt makes me think about it all the time, because the second time that I did DMT, I blasted off to Time by Pink Floyd. So every time I wear this hoodie, I think about that experience in Oregon, which makes me think about the experience in North Carolina, which makes me think about divine moments of truth. And anyways, that's us walking through the woods today. And I'm going to probably more so than less leave y'all hanging for a little bit with videos, which is why I tried to pump out a few of them just now. Just, for a little bit till I have something else to say. But, yeah, right now we're just in the woods by the highway. And it is a large patch of woods. If I had a tent, I probably would not ever leave here, but I do not have a tent, so we're gonna keep trekking onwards. We are in North Carolina, kind of heading in the direction of Savannah. So, for clarification, Savannah, Georgia. And, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the universe has for us and what God has for us. I mean, they're one and the same, but, that's what it is. Olivia, stop eating your own butt on camera. And then licking your lips.